Hey everybody, we have made it up here and just got set up here at the Pride RV Resort in Maggie Valley, North Carolina.
Yep, Waynesville.
Yep. We're up here for our final installment of Biltmore House, showing you in the spring, show you spring flowers and all that. But we did bring the camper this time. We actually brought family. Her dad and stepmom and stepsister and her husband and kids and all up here. So we kind of just caravanned up here. We got 3 different sites. And so we all decided to camp up here.
I've been here before, this happy ever after, knocking on a door, no one ever answers. Every stranger smile I carry in my mind's eye everywhere I go. Headlong into mystery, following my history back home. Gonna hear my heartbeat like a rolling thunder. There's a fire starting where the wild things wander, where the wild things wander.
We'll give you a tour around a little drive-through here through the camp. And we are right here on the river, so we're going to show you some river spots here, but pretty cool. We paid for full hookup. Every site here is drive-through, and we paid, I think it was $64 a night.
Tax included.
And yeah, and they do have some tent sites and some pop-up sites. We'll show you those over here in just a second. And so there is some options. They actually do even have a few little cabins here if that's more your taste, instead of bringing the camper all the way up here.
Well, and this is an RV resort, so they do have a few little things. They've got a little bit of a store. They've got a conference center. They do have mini golf and those kind of things for the kiddos as well. Yeah,
and they do have a couple ponds here you can fish out of. It's catch and release. And then you can do fishing on the stream back here. It's a pretty big stream.
And it's very quick moving too. Yeah, the water's flowing pretty fast.
Yeah, and so it's very pretty. The one thing that I did know is that every campsite does not have a fire pit here. Most of these here in the middle do not have fire pits. Most of the fire pits are along the stream.
Yep.
And so it's kind of first come, first serve, because there's not a fire pit for everybody. But now, again, being here during the week, we haven't had an issue with that.
Exactly.
We've had a fire every night and had a good time, and you know, it does make it nice being right on the river.
Yep.
And so just thought we'd give you a quick little update here and show you the place around, and that way if you're ever in North Carolina, especially if you're coming to Biltmore and want to bring the camper, it's a good place to bring. There's actually another resort right behind this, and I mean literally right next door.
There's just a rope between the two.
Yeah. And what was the name of it?
It is called Creekwood.
And it looks like a very nice place too.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you, my only complaint about this place is with them all being pull-throughs, all the campers face one way, and unfortunately the way it faces is everything's facing when the sun goes down.
The largest side of your camper gets full sun in the morning and full sun in the evening, because it goes over on the long side.
Yeah, so when you're out here in the evening trying to cook and kind of chill out, you're kind of in the sun.
Yep.
And so that's really my only complaint. I wish they had inverted
Turn
everything.
the other way, yeah.
I don't know how the other campground is next door, if they're flipped the other way or not. But either one of these campsites or RV resorts here, they're both pretty nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to criticize. Not trying to be too picky.
Well, and we have seen some people who have brought their like tents or canopies from home to create some shade. Obviously, they've been here before, and then the awnings do help as well. So
yeah,
it's definitely doable.
Yeah, if you had, I know the big thing right now is a lot of people are hanging the front screens or whatever off your awnings and stuff. If you had one of those, that would be a big help.
Yes.
Up here, and would make it nowhere near as bad. So, but it's a nice little campsite, and they have Class A's up here. They have some monster rigs in here, so it could pretty much accommodate any size you have without any worries.
And they have the tent sites, like you said earlier, and the pop-up sites. So I mean, they can accommodate tents all the way up to the biggest one you've ever seen.
Yeah, anything. So again, Pride RV Resort, as always, we'll put the information down below on everything, and we're going to make a quick trip into Waynesville also and go to the Mast General Store.
Oh, it's amazing.
And so it's a pretty cool place. If you've never seen it, it's like the old 5 and dime stores with a barrel full of candies and all that. So we'll show you some glimpses of that while we're up here too. And we're going to try to go find some elk tonight. Wish us luck, and we'll get some good footage of that.
Fingers crossed.
So let's show you around the campground a bit. Here you can see where the river is on the back side, and you can see here there's three pop-up sites here. You see the pop-up right there. There's actually 2 in front of it, and then there's 4 tent sites right along the river. A little pond area, and if you see off in the distance there actually is a rope running down through there where the next campground is right over, and I'll show you actually how close that other campground is. I mean, it's literally right there. And so you know, if one's full and you're trying to come up here, you could easily try to call the other one and see if they have an opening. We've actually done that before in the past.
There's a fire starting where the wild things wander, where the wild things wander. This happy ever after, knocking on a door, no one ever answers.
Obviously, falling in the creek in the Roaring Fork up in Gatlinburg did not deter me. Here I am again.
I'm a needle hidden in a haystack, prize fighter looking for a comeback. Someone take a chance on me. Come and lay your hands on me. I believe it's about time. I've been waiting for so long. It's about time. I can feel it coming on. There's a magic moment. I've been hanging on. It's about time. It's about time. I'm a fuse just looking for some matches. I'm the fortune underneath the mattress. Someone take a chance on me. I believe and take a chance on me. Come and lay your hand on me, I believe. It's about time. I've been waiting for so long. It's about time. I can feel it coming on. There's a magic moment I've been hanging on. It's about time. It's about time. It's about time. It's about time.
All right, folks, if you're out looking for elk, if you're up in the Cherokee, North Carolina area, this is the first place you kind of want to come check. I know you can't see it from here, but out here in this field there actually are already some elk out there. Sometimes they'll come all the way out to the road, and they have actually blocked the road before. But this is the rest area out here called,
I believe it's Oconaluftee, but I'm not positive.
but it's a nice little visitor center, and they have all this little village out here that you can come out here and you can walk up to the buildings and check them out.
Sometimes they actually have people in traditional dress that are here doing the crafts and things that they would have done to survive years back.
Yeah, this is like an old Cherokee
Farm
Indian village, yeah. That's the way it had been set up back in the day. So it's really cool, a really cool place to bring some kids out here and show them some history, some living history that they can feel and touch. And like I say, if you come out here early in the mornings or late in the evening, hopefully you can even catch some elk. We'll change some lenses here, put on some telephoto lens, and we'll see if we can't get some close-ups of these elk. Here's the name here. And this trail runs along back here on the back side of where this field is, so you can really get, again, you don't want to get too close to the elk, and if the elk get too close, they'll actually have the ranger come out and kind of shoo people back, because they are wild animals. And there you can see the elk out in the field. I know it looks like I'm a lot closer than I am, but I promise I've got 200mm zoom lens here on the camera. And but they are just starting to come out to the graze. They generally, like I say, come out, if you can get out here in the morning early or late in the evening is generally when they try to come out here. It's probably your better chance to see them, but again, sometimes they cover this whole field and actually go all the way out and block the road. And again, this is an open field, so you don't want to get too close. They are wild animals. They will charge you. I've seen it happen to people before out here trying to take pictures and get too close. And so again, just respect their boundaries and they'll respect yours. Right now it looks like there's currently 4 out here in the field. And there's actually, looks like maybe 1 laying down back at the woods, but you can't get a good sight of it. As you can see here, you follow this trail along, it does come back here to a pretty good sized river. And a lot of time the elk will be down in that river, coming across the river or hanging out in the river. I don't see any currently, but we'll go back in there and check it out too. But just know you can take this trail all the way down and around, and it even continues on back in here.
White eyes, big chains, made from all them memories. I only want to make you proud. Break my fall before I land and hold my heart here in your hands. Promise you'll always be around. When the sea covers me, pull me out. When I'm up in the clouds, catch me on my way back down. Family, dark days, blue skies, pouring rain. You're always standing by my side. Same love, same name, same blood running through our veins. Could fill up an empty heart with pride. When the sea covers me, pull me out. When I'm up in the clouds, catch me on my way back down. Family, this is my family, and I won't let
Oh my gosh, fire fishing pole. That is too funny.
you down. I'll give it all I got. I'll give you everything. No, I won't let you down. You'll see. So put all the weight you got on me. When the sea covers me, pull me out. When I'm up in the clouds, catch me on my way back down.
All right, everybody. You see, we are back here at the Biltmore. This will be our fourth and final installment. You're probably sick of hearing about Biltmore, but
Yep.
we
We
never get tired of Biltmore.
We just really wanted to cover it in all 4 seasons because it is so different each season.
Yeah, we was up here at Christmas. If you'll remember the Christmas footage we shot, we missed snow by a
Couple
few
of days, yeah.
If we'd come up here a couple days later, it was blanketed in snow. We just couldn't make it back up here in time to catch it.
But interesting little bit of information. You actually can go online. You can Google and find a webcam that is done at the pergola, the gazebo here at Biltmore Estates. And so you can check in and see what it looks like in live
it's basically this view right here, because the pergola's right up here, right behind us here, out of view.
Yep.
But it's basically giving you this view right here behind us, and so you can see the live view and check it out. But we're up here in the springtime, so we're going to try to bring you all the beautiful daffodils and the tulips and all
my
that.
Gosh, they're so gorgeous.
And so probably won't shoot so much inside the house because, I mean, we've shot most of it before on the previous videos. If you want to see that, go back and visit some of the other previous videos.
Right.
I think we've pretty much covered all the rooms between those other 3 videos. Now, they do have different rooms open at different times, so if they do have something new in there, we will include that in this, but we probably won't shoot a whole lot in there today. But we are going to go down to the gardens and try to shoot down there some and try to bring you all the beautiful flowers.
Oh, it's gorgeous, guys. You don't want to miss Biltmore in the spring.
Yep. So if you get a chance, become annual pass holders. You can come up here anytime. And that, it gives you access to everything in here that way. And if you come more than once, it more than pays for itself. So.
Well, and we are still dealing with COVID at the moment, and so just so you know, they are requiring face masks anytime you are inside the property. If you're inside the home, and they're also requiring face masks outside if you cannot social distance and be more than 6 feet away. They did also enact a policy about a year or so ago where you cannot bring your purses and your camera bags and things like that inside the home. Everything has to be in a clear bag, but on their website they do have everything set out there for you, so you know exactly what size bags you can bring and what their requirements are.
Yeah, and like I say, anytime you book a trip up here right now, you do have to have a reservation to get inside the house. And so when you make that, they'll send you an information package with outlining everything we just told you. So
just make sure you pay attention, because we had a few people in line behind us this morning who did not get that note, and they had to go back to their cars and put their purses up.
Yeah, and also right now it's a totally cashless system, so it's only debit cards, credit cards, stuff like that. They're not accepting cash. So just know if you like to pay cash, you need to make a provision for that. So.
And we hope all that goes back to normal relatively soon, but just be aware if you come this way, check it out.
Yep. So let's go down to the gardens and check some other stuff out.
Come on, guys.
Okay, we're down here at the Italian Gardens. If you remember the last couple episodes we brought you, these was actually closed. They was
were
refurbishing.
Under construction, yep.
And so I think they're almost done with everything. They told us when we was coming in today they're finishing the last bit of paving down here towards the bass pond. And then I think they're going to have a majority of the stuff open and everything redone and back to its splendor again. So it's really cool to see these reflecting ponds here behind us. This one right here's got some very beautiful koi and stuff in it, and you see the house is right up here behind us. And so this is cool. So if you've never walked down here, it's a little bit to the left of the house if you're standing looking at the house, but now you can walk down here and see all these beautiful reflecting ponds and everything. It's really cool. And then again, as always, you see this wall back here behind us. This is one of the walls that he had them start building on before they ever started building the house. There's some other huge walls off down here, down towards the conservatory also. And that's where he had everybody practice before they actually started building the actual house, just to make sure there was no construction problems. So make sure you check these ponds out next visit you come up here. Alright guys, we're back down here at the gardens, and just as we thought, the flowers down here are absolutely gorgeous.
It's tulip season.
Yeah, and if you'll notice, we'll show you some video here. When they planted them, they planted like 2 or 3 different types together. So it's like each little section is its own bouquet when it pops up. And if you want to see, go back to our Christmas one when we was here up in Christmas. They was actually planting all these bulbs, and so we actually got a little bit of video of them planting the bulbs and what it looked like before any of this came up.
It's just so cool to see all the colors and how they play with each other. I mean, I don't even have words.
Yeah, and so again guys, if you ever get a chance to come up here, springtime's beautiful, summer's also beautiful, but all 4 seasons you can check out on our videos and see what they're doing. And I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous any time of the season you want to come up here. And so whenever you can get up here, there's never a bad time.
Yeah.
And so there's always something to see. They're always changing out some of the exhibits. There's always new flowers blooming or coming into season. So make sure you check it out. And if you can't get up here right away, go back and check out some of our other videos of the other seasons.
Every stranger smile I carry in my mind's eye everywhere I go. Headlong into mystery, following my history back home. They're gonna hear my heartbeat like a rolling thunder. There's a fire starting where the wild things wander.
So you say this isn't enough tulips and daffodils? Well, that's only half of them. Come across this arbor on the other side, and it's a mirror image. And so I don't know how many hundreds, probably thousands they have planted in here of these bulbs, but it is absolutely stunning. And then what's amazing is once these do their time and they've exhausted their last blooms, they'll actually come in here and replant this whole garden for the next season. So there's always something in bloom here. And here's a sneak peek. You come back in probably June, July. Here's the rose garden. I know it looks bare and barren now, but I'm telling you, you come back in another 3 months and this is going to be absolutely stunning down here. More, you say? You want more? Yes, there's still more. They keep continuing going down this sidewalk here. They've got a lot of extra different colors on further down here than what they have up there in the groupings. And we was watching when they was planting these, and they was actually labeling each one by their colors as they was planting the bulbs, so they know exactly what's where.
This house